Hi guys, so some of you asked me for more help into how to answer different types of exam questions. So I thought I'd make this so that those of you who want to have more of an explanation can have one. So this question explained two reasons why Christians believe an all-loving God would allow human suffering. It could be an example in the Christian paper, or obviously you might talk about human suffering and God in existence of God as well with the problem of evil. So because it's 4 marks and it says 2 things, you get 2 marks for each one that you do basically. It's asking you to do 2 reasons, so you have to do 2 different ones, and then you need to explain each of them, so you get the 2nd mark for the explanation. So if I only did 1 but really well, I would only get 2 marks. Okay, or if I did 1 really well and 1 half well, I would only get 3 marks. So really, it is, as an examiner, it is basically 1 mark for your point and 1 mark for explaining, a 2nd mark for a point and a 2nd mark for explaining. You can use quotes and things like that as the explanation, but you don't have to, because it's only a 4-mark question. It doesn't say you have to use quotes, you don't have to. So the way I like to structure it, and I think we've done it quite a lot in class, is I say firstly, and reuse the wording, Christians believe an all-loving God would allow human suffering because, and you might put something like, they believe humans must have free will in order to love God through choice. This means that sometimes people will choose to do the wrong thing, which means that suffering might happen. Okay, so what I've done here is I've given the view that sometimes that Christians believe that God will allow suffering because we must have free will in order to love God through choice. But this means that sometimes people would choose to do the wrong thing, which means that suffering might happen. So I've got 1, 2 there for the first point. And then secondly, I need just a different point now, something different. Christians believe that an all-loving God will allow human suffering because suffering can teach us to be better people. Okay, this means that we might not develop good qualities like bravery and generosity if we were never scared and other people were never poor. Now that's actually a view from Thomas Aquinas I talked to some of you about, that we need to face suffering sometimes to grow and become better people. So secondly, Christians believe in all-loving God will allow human suffering because suffering can teach us to be better people. 1 mark. This means that we might not develop qualities like bravery and generosity if we were never scared and if other people were never poor. I've explained it more. So here I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. I hope that is quite explanatory for you. There's obviously different types of 4-mark questions we can get where you have to be a bit more specific, the type of answer you give. But we'll do that next time. But just to remind you, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I really do like to leave a nice big space here. As an examiner, it's really super easy then to see, you've got 2 separate points. I hope that's helped you today. And just let me know if there's other videos you want me to do about other exams. Okay, bye-bye.